Look at this. The condensation on the glass, the perfect, stable head of foam. At closing time, a premium Sydney pub can look absolutely immaculate to the casual observer. But a patron's definition of clean and a health inspector's definition of clean are two entirely different things. A venue can look spotless to the naked eye while simultaneously hiding critical microbial and chemical failures. And missing those failures carries a steep price. Under the Food Act 2003, a failed food safety audit can trigger penalties reaching $44,000, alongside prohibition orders that immediately shut down kitchen operations. This image right here shows a standard commercial cleaning approach, a backpack vacuum perfectly suited for an office building. But standard corporate cleaners usually lack the industry-specific knowledge to handle high-volume hospitality hazards. Maintaining a venue requires shifting from visual presentation to systematic compliance. When $44,000 is on the line, the cleaning process must verify every food safety requirement before an inspector even sets foot inside. Let's move behind the bar. This area is a dense network of complex food contact surfaces, where drip trays, speed rails, and ice wells sit inches away from the product. If a cleaning crew uses generic chemical surface cleaners around beer taps, they leave behind invisible chemical residues. Those residues actively destroy foam stability and ruin the pour quality of the draft. Eliminating draft quality complaints requires entirely swapping out those generic chemicals for food-grade sanitizers specifically certified for brewery-adjacent use. Then there are the mechanical risks. A piece of equipment like a glass washer can look fully operational on the outside while completely failing to sanitize anything inside. This animation illustrates the rigid mechanical metric required for compliance. During the rinse cycle, a glass washer must hit exactly 82 degrees Celsius. If the water temperature drops below that calibration point, or if the chemical dosing pump is off, the machine will fail to neutralize bacteria and leave persistent lipstick stains on the rims. Protecting a venue's primary beverage revenue stream requires specialized bar maintenance that sits directly at the intersection of chemical science and mechanical calibration. Moving into the kitchen after a midnight close reveals an entirely different set of hazards. A high-volume pub kitchen leaves behind a chaotic, grease-heavy environment that demands immediate attention. Because late-night venues operate for extended hours, the physics of their cooking environment change. Cooking food until midnight means extended vapor production, causing the extraction canopy filters to accumulate grease at roughly twice the rate of a standard daytime restaurant. This faux portfolio demonstrates exactly what insurance underwriters look for. Because of that heavy vapor load, venues are often required to maintain a strict 4-week extraction canopy cleaning cycle. Without this photographic evidence, commercial kitchen fire policies can be voided. Floor safety presents another liability trap. A standard mop over textured tiles doesn't remove contamination. It merely pushes a film of grease and water deep into the grout lines, creating a severe slip hazard. To actually lift that contamination, the protocol requires an alkaline degreaser applied directly with a mechanical deck scrubbing machine, followed by a squeegee recovery to pull the grease completely off the floor. In the kitchen, these specialized protocols secure the venue's operational licenses and keep insurance coverage active by providing the exact maintenance data underwriters require. Out on the gaming floors and in the patron seating areas, the challenge shifts to operations. These zones are continuous revenue engines, meaning any maintenance has to happen without interrupting the flow of business. This timeline maps out the extreme logistical constraint of the gaming room. Deep cleaning has to be executed rapidly during this specific, quietest trading period between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. To pull this off without disrupting the late-night patrons still in the venue, crews have to deploy low-noise equipment and rapid dry cleaning methods that leave no trace behind. In the seating areas, hidden hazards require careful attention. Spilled drinks easily accumulate deep inside the seams of vinyl booths, giving rise to persistent odors and unseen bacterial colonies. High-volume restrooms demand a predictive approach. By systematically restocking consumables to 150% capacity right at the start of the evening, operators can prevent chaotic supply shortages during the peak midnight rush. Front-of-house maintenance must achieve clinical hygiene while remaining entirely invisible to the customer. It is a process of high-intensity execution that leaves the venue ready for the next day without any friction during trade. By morning light, the venue sits completely reset. The floors are degreased, the bar is chemically sanitized, and the mechanical systems are fully calibrated for another busy day of trade. Achieving this level of daily operational readiness demands moving entirely past basic, aesthetic surface wiping. It requires rigorous ISO-certified compliance protocols applied every single night. Operators who view cleaning merely as a sunk cost or a basic expense are leaving themselves fully exposed to severe regulatory and mechanical hazards. A specialized compliance protocol functions as an active insurance policy. It defends the bottom line against crippling fines and forced closures, all while preserving the quality of the food and beverages served. True hospitality excellence and the long-term survival of any high-volume venue relies entirely on this unseen foundation.